Hey you guys, welcome to Yogainkitopia. I'm Kit and thank you so much for joining me today. So we have a class that is really near and dear to my heart. It is yoga for runners. We are going to be doing a post-run yoga session. So it's going to be more restorative. We're going to be opening up the hip flexors, opening up the chest region, kind of working out the calves and the ankles, and just places that runners in general we hold tension, and also preventing injuries and maybe speeding up recovery time as well. This is going to be great for after the run when we're loosening up the body yet cooling down at the same time. So it's best that once you get in, maybe have just a sip of water, then come on the mat. If you've already chugged a whole bottle of water, no worries, it's totally fine. Just make sure that next time before you stretch, just kind of have a little bit. That way you'll be hydrated, but you won't be overly bloated and you'll be able to comfortably be in the asanas or the postures. What you're going to need today is a block or two, whichever you prefer. If you don't have blocks, you can always use books. That's something I used to do before I had blocks. And then also a cushion or a pillow. I just grabbed the one off my sofa. Nothing fancy, you know, it doesn't have to be a bowl stuff. So that's what we're going to be doing today. If you want to go ahead, take off those shoes and join me on the mat and we'll get started. Beginning in a seated position, we cradle the left leg. Right foot is on the mat. Left elbow nestles the knee and the foot is flexed, resting in the crease of the right elbow. Hands are clasped and we slowly, with control, rock the leg side to side. Nice and easy. If you have any hip problems and you experience pain, please do not perform this pose. Releasing tension in the right hip and along the side of the leg, as you inhale, grow long through the spine and roll your shoulders back, focusing on the breath. At 30 seconds, with care, release the leg to the mat and take hold of the right leg. Same but different, right elbow to right knee, right foot flexed, pressed against left elbow. Hands are clasped and we slowly, with control, rock the leg side to side. As you inhale, grow long through the spine and roll your shoulders back, being conscientious of the spine. Great! Now we slowly lower the right leg to the mat, going into seated raised leg ankle circles for 20 seconds. Take hold of the ankles with the legs raised or on the mat, alternating directions with the feet at whatever pace feels good for you. Listen to your body. Switch directions, and if you would like, maybe a few up and downs. When you're ready, lower the feet to the mat and release the hands, taking it to butterfly pose, either with blocks or a blanket under the knees for support, or without props. We bend the legs, bringing the soles of the feet together and drawing the heels towards the pelvis to where it feels comfortable. Taking hold of either the feet or the ankles, knees fall naturally. Relax the shoulders and bring your heart forward to find length in the spine. We are here for 70 seconds. Relax the facial muscles, the ankles, and breathe into the hip region. Inhale, taking oxygen to the lower back, letting go of any tension. If you're holding the ankles, you may be able to use the elbows and press down on the knees to deepen the stretch. If you are experiencing any sharp pain or extreme discomfort, I would like to encourage you to slowly release the pose. Take in a deep breath and slowly push the air out. One more time, a deep inhale, and with control, slowly push the air out. Wonderful. Release the hands and without haste, slowly come up. Inhale, and let's take it to do 6 rounds of cat-cow. If you have knee pain, place a blanket under them for support. Also, if you have wrist or shoulder pain, another option is doing cat-cow in easy pose or crisscross on the mat. Hands firm on the ground, insides of the elbows rotate forward. Inhale to cow, we drop the belly, lift the gaze. And exhale to cat, we pull the navel towards the spine, press through the hands. Inhale to cow, dropping the belly, lengthening the spine. And exhale to cat, navel to spine. Dropping the belly, widen the collarbone. And exhale, navel to spine, hollowing out the chest. Inhale, lifting the gaze. And exhale, navel to spine. We inhale, dropping the belly. And exhale, hollowing out the chest. Back to neutral. Lovely. Let's start moving the hips around and the ankles just a little, getting more comfortable. Begin going back and forward, creating space and allowing the hips to move naturally. When you're ready, we take it to downward facing dog. Spread the fingers wide, tuck the toes. We inhale, draw the navel in, and float the hips up to the sky. We will be here for a minute, walking out the feet, releasing any tension in the calves. If you're feeling any lactic acid buildup in the calves already, go ahead and walk it out. Our sit bones are lifted towards the sky. We broaden the sit bones back. Then lengthen the sacrum towards the heels for an even low back curve. Exhale, heels descend as hamstrings lengthen. We relax the head down. Breathing, allowing the body to relax. Bending the knees at any point if you feel too much tension in the hamstrings or lower back region. Inhale, and as we exhale, walk the feet to join the hands in forward fold. From here, we take the feet wider than hip width, toes slightly pointed inward, centering ourselves on the mat. We can use the blocks and or books for support, or we can clasp the elbows with the hands. Whatever is good for you. We are here for a minute. Inhale, elongating the spine, opening the chest. And exhale, relax. Kneecaps are lifted up, maintaining a straight back as best we can. Drawing the hips back and the crown of the head forward. If comfortable, inhale and fold a little bit deeper from the hips. Another option may be changing the position of the blocks or removing them altogether. Inhale, elongating the spine. And exhale, relax. Inhale and exhale. Inhale once more, and as we exhale, we take it to Malasana. We are here for 40 seconds. Changing the position of the feet to pointing to the corners of the mat and slowly dropping down to the floor, feet firm on the mat, pressing the elbows on the insides of the knees. If you are finding this a little difficult, please place a block underneath your glutes for more support. Inhale and exhale. Breathing naturally and focusing on our breath. Malasana is amazing for relieving back pain and strengthening the knees, which we all need as runners. Inhale, elongating the spine, opening the chest. And exhale, relax. Inhale, and as we exhale, slowly rising up to forward fold. Begin inching the feet together. I would like to suggest 4 different options for the forward fold pose. The first is we place the blocks relatively close to us depending on flexibility and use them for support. The second is to place the narrow side of the blocks in between the upper middle thighs to help bring awareness to the legs and tone your adductors. The third is to place the blocks under the feet to allow for more range of motion. And lastly is normal forward fold without any props. We will be here for 30 seconds. Breathing deeply, finding space in the upper back, drawing the chin in slightly, seeing if you are holding any tension in the shoulders or hip flexors, and if so, releasing it. We inhale and exhale. Slightly bend the knees and step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg slightly and bring it through to meet the hands. Lower the left knee to the mat and top of the left foot. We move both hands to the inside of the right foot, taking it to the low crescent lunge. Place a blanket under the knee if painful. And again, we have some more options. We can either stay up on the hands, use the blocks at any level, or drop it down to the elbows. We will be here for a minute. Remember, at any time, if you want or need to change the variation, please do so. Inhale, listening to the body, and exhale, cooling the body down. If you have any pain in your knee, tuck the left toes. This will relieve some of the pressure in the knee. Inhale, feeling the deep stretch in the hip flexor. Exhale, releasing the stress. Focusing your attention on the stretch in the lower belly and hips. Going steady with the flow of the breath. If your body allows it, with care, pushing the body downwards a little deeper. We inhale, and on the exhale, come up to the hands if on the elbows. Fantastic. Framing the foot with the hands, transitioning to half split pose. Shifting the hips back to stack over the left knee, straightening the front leg to a place where you feel a stretch but not a strain. Right toes flexed, our hands are directly under the shoulders, either on the floor or on blocks. We are here for 60 seconds. Inhale, finding the length in the spine. Exhale, engaging the quadriceps to prevent hyperextension. Inhale, knee is pointing directly up. Exhale, pressing down through the fingertips and expanding the chest. Inhale. And exhale. This pose will improve our range of motion in the hips, and it also stretches our IT band, hamstrings, and glutes. Removing the blocks if you feel okay to do so. Still focusing on the breath. Drawing a line through the sacrum to the crown of the head. When you're ready, please go into your downward facing dog, taking your time, moving in whatever way is comfortable for you. Once in downward dog, we pedal it out here for a couple of breaths. Now we take it to the other side, lifting up the left leg to a comfortable height and bringing it through to the hands framing the foot. Dropping to the right knee, right top of the foot flat on the mat, hips squared to the front wall as best we can. Again, bringing the hands to the inside of the foot, hands either on the blocks or the floor. We are here for 60 seconds. Inhale, lengthening the spine. As we exhale, either dropping to the elbows or staying here. Relaxing the hips, shoulders, neck, and anywhere you are noticing tension. Breathing in nice, long inhales, and as we exhale, feeling the warm oxygen leaving our bodies. Tucking the back toes if we notice any pain in the right knee. We are allowing the body to cool down and opening up any space where we are feeling soreness or tightness. Our pelvic floor is tilted forward, opening the chest, broadening the shoulders, breathing into the pose, drawing a line through the sacrum to the crown of the head. Lovely. We inhale, coming up, and as we exhale, taking it back to half split on the left side. Hips float back, left leg is extended with the foot flexed. Right knee is on the ground, top of the foot on the floor. For support, we get the blocks and/or books. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, descend, melting the heart to the knee. We are here for 60 seconds. Relaxing the leg. Relaxing the hamstring and bending the knee if needed. Inhale, finding space. Exhale, sinking just a little deeper if the body permits. Quadriceps are engaged. Relaxing the neck and upper back. Reaping all the benefits from this posture. Removing the blocks if you feel okay to do so, still focusing on the breath. Inhale and exhale. In through the nose and out through the nose, calming the body. We take the left knee back to join the right and begin making circles with the hips, allowing the hip flexors to relax and working out any of those kinks. From here, we bring the big toes together, knees wide as the mat, creating a V shape. If you would like, you may place a pillow or bolster between the back of the shins and glutes, underneath the elbow forearm region, or under the stomach and chest region, allowing for your body weight to rest on the prop. We are in this restorative posture for 1.5 minutes. Pushing into the hands, extend the hips back over the heels. The arms are extended straight out in front of you. Inhale, lengthen your spine up through the crown of the head. Exhale, we are draping the torso between the thighs. Our arms are long, palms facing down. Relax through the neck. Try not to hold any tension here. Being mindful of the shoulders around the ears. Inhale and exhale. On the next exhale, try to release the upper back and neck. Inhale and exhale, going at your own pace. Stretching the entirety of the back muscles, expanding and finding space between the shoulder blades, allowing the thoughts to settle and calming the mind, sinking deeper Inhale, and on the exhale, gently come out of the pose. Remove the props if you use them. Come to all fours. Inhale and exhale, sliding into Baby Cobra. Taking it to one-legged bow pose. To do this, left hand takes hold at the top of the left foot. Glutes are engaged to protect the lower back. Pelvic bone is tilted forward towards the floor. We slowly lower the forehead to the mat or resting on the top of the right hand, listening to the body, finding your version of the pose. We are here for a minute. We can either keep the thigh on the mat or gently raise the knee off the mat to extended one-legged bow pose. If you experience any pain or have lower back injuries, please tread lightly and do not do more than your body allows at this moment. Inhale, relaxing the shoulders, and let out the air. Beautiful. Again, deep inhale, expanding the chest. And exhale. Staying conscious of the lower back and glutes. Breathe in and breathe out, lowering down the left leg with control and switching to the right leg for another minute. Right hand takes the top of the outside of the right foot. Glutes are still activated. Forehead is either on the mat or now on top of the left hand. Steadying the breath and calming the mind. Still pressing the pelvic bone into the mat. Breathing and relaxing into the pose. Finding space in the hip flexors and shoulder region. Noticing if there are any differences between the sides. Breathing in, calming the mind. And letting the breath out with control. Inhale. And exhale. Wonderful job. Inhale. On the next exhale, we let go of the left ankle, both feet flat on the mat. Hands are beside the rib cage, hugging the body, and we take it into Cobra. Not forcing anything, just allowing the body to move how it does. Moving the neck around if needed. Inhale, lengthening through the crown. Exhale, carefully twisting to the left. Glutes activated, tops of the feet pressing against the mat. Breathing in, and when you breathe out, please softly twist to the right. Shoulders away from the ears, exhale, untwist and lower down. Hands remaining beside the rib cage. Slowly begin rocking left to right. Nothing intense, just little movements. Beautiful. Coming up to the forearms parallel on the mat, elbows underneath the shoulders. We tuck the toes, then gracefully bring the left knee in line with the left hip socket. Knee at a 90-degree angle, top of the right foot on the mat, and left foot flexed for 30 seconds. Coming into Sphinx pose with half frog pose legs, or extending the arms out forward, forehead to the mat, or hands stacked and forehead resting on the hands, going into resting half frog pose. Breathing in and opening up the hip flexors just a little more. Breathing and relaxing into the pose. On the next exhale, we rotate to the right side, left leg still bent at the knee, right arm is supporting the head, left arm takes hold of the right foot in cat tail pose. We are here for 35 seconds. looking up at the sky or in front of you, finding your variation. Focusing on the breath and feeling the stretch in the side body, the quadriceps, right arm, and lower back. Inhale, and on the exhale, bringing the right heel a little closer to the glutes, maintaining the 90-degree angle of the left knee. Inhale, exhale and release, turning onto the stomach with the hands on the mat, preparing for Sphinx pose with half frog pose legs for 30 seconds. Right leg out in line with the hip, knee at a 90-degree angle, right foot flexed, left foot pointed, breathing in, taking the previous arm variation or trying out a new one. Concentrating on the breath and finding space in the hip flexors and shoulder region. Inhale, maybe changing the arm variation, and exhale, moving into a different position if you would like to. Letting go of stress. Inhale deep into the belly. Exhale, coming out of the pose and turning on your left side. Maintaining the 90-degree angle of the left knee, right hands take hold of the left foot, left arm supporting the head, either looking up at the sky or straight forward. We are here for 35 seconds. If you feel comfortable, it could be nice to gently close your eyes and focus on your inhalations and exhalations, clearing the mind of any thoughts or worries. Being in this present moment with your breath. On the next exhale, we release the hold of the left foot, hands frame the upper rib cage, carefully taking the right leg back. Feet are pointed and pelvic bone is tilted towards the mat. Slowly shift the gaze from left to right, letting go of any tightness in the neck and upper back region. When it's all good, calmly flip over to your back to flow into happy baby pose. To do so, we bring the knees in towards the chest, widening them towards the armpits, taking hold of the big toes or inside of the feet. Lower back remaining on the mat. We are here for 70 seconds. If you notice discomfort from taking hold of the feet, you can let go of the feet, bend the elbows, and place them behind the knees to where your arms can control the lower body's movements a little bit better. And it puts less strain on your neck and shoulders. Breathing in, maybe rocking left to right if you have enough padding on your mat. Making sure your sacrum does not leave the mat. Deep inhale, filling the belly. And exhale through the mouth, making noise. Again, inhale through the nose. And exhale. Wonderful. Breathing normally. On the next exhale, we bring our knees together. No rush. Maybe move them around a little. Once you're comfortable, begin rocking back and forth. Hands behind the knees. Taking 3 rounds with the breath before coming up. The feet out in front of you, legs together. Great. Now let's shake out the legs a little, maybe roll the shoulders and neck, whatever you want to do. Flexing and pointing the toes. When prepared, bend the right knee. Bringing the foot in line with the left thigh, we drop the right knee down to the mat, Placing a block under the knee if discomfort arises, adjusting the sit bones, feet are flexed, inhale, lifting the arms towards the sky, lengthening the spine, exhale, turn the torso slightly to the left, and leading with the heart we glide down. We are here for 70 seconds. Maybe you reach the knee and stay there, or place blocks on the side of your knee for support. We can also bend the knee if the hamstrings are too tight or it's causing strain. Or maybe you take it all the way down. At whatever position you are at, please relax the face muscles, the upper, middle, and lower back, our hamstrings, calves, and any other place that you are experiencing tightness, and enjoy the pose. Breathing, slowing down the breath with slow, deep inhales and equally slow exhales. With the next exhale, we carefully raise the head and chest up, using the hands as guides to come back up. We bend the knees and bring them in for a sweet little hug, then prepare for the other side. Taking the right leg out in front, foot flexed, left foot in line with the thigh, block under the knee for support. Adjusting the sit bones, we raise the hands up high, twisting slightly to the right now, and with the spine aligned, we lower down to whatever position we are at today. Acknowledging the difference in your right and left side, paying attention to the sensations you are feeling, and listening to what your body needs today. Breathing in a nice deep breath, maybe sinking a little deeper into the asana. Chest melting, heart melting, and letting go of the stress you have been feeling today or this week. Just letting any negative emotions that no longer benefit you slip to the wayside. Enjoying everything this moment is giving you. Noticing your heart rate has settled and your mind is quiet. Concentrating on the breath. With the next exhale, we release the pose, coming up using the hands as guides. Left knee comes up and right knee comes to the chest to join the left. Transitioning to seated Windshield-Wiper Pose to close the post-run yoga session. We lean back slightly and support the upper body with the arms. Moving out anything else that needs a little more attention before wrapping up the class today. One more round, taking it to the right, moving it all out. Beautiful, and we exhale, bringing it back to the left. Maybe doing this a few more times if you need to. Okay, that's it for today, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you feel great. I hope you feel a little zen, you know? And any place in your body that you were holding tension, hoping that it's a little less now. That's always the goal. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with any of your running friends that you think, hey, maybe they need this. So thank you so much. Stay hydrated, be safe, and I'll hopefully be seeing you soon. Thank you so much. Namaste. Bye.